Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, dear students, now we will solve our exercise 7.3, the question number 12. Dear students, in this question, the statement is that find the values of following functions without using calculator or log or table, trigonometric table. Like the log table, there is also the trigonometric table provided in our bookshops. So, according to this question, we will just solve without using calculator or table. And first value is tan 30. And my dear students, before starting this question, there is also some basic concepts. Here we will define the trigonometric ratios of 30 and 60 degree. How can we make this? First of all, you will draw an equilateral triangle, and you know that in equilateral triangle, all the sides and the angles are equal. This angle is 60, 60, and this is also 60. And then we will draw the perpendicular or altitude in such a way that this is the perpendicular bisector, and it divides this angle into 30, and this side is also are the congruent, means equal sides. And suppose we will suppose the unit of the equilateral triangle is 2, 2 and 2, and if we will divide these sides, then it will becomes 1 and side 1, means their unit is 1 and 1. Now we will ignore first any one triangle, and we will just consider this triangle ABD. In according to triangle ABD, with measurement of angle B is 60. We will suppose any one angle 60 or 30 as you wish. If we are considering the angle 60, then remember one thing, that this is the base, this is the perpendicular, and this is the hypotenuse. Okay, hypotenuse will be the same in both sides. Base and the perpendicular will be changed. So by applying the Pythagoras theorem, this is not given. We will find it by using the Pythagoras theorem, like which is hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. So we will put the value of hypotenuse, which is 2 square, value of base, which is 1 square, and perpendicular square. For this we will find the value of perpendicular, which is square root 3. Now we have three values according to angle 60. This is base is 1, perpendicular is 3 square root, and the hypotenuse is 2. Now we will write we will make the trigonometric ratios of 60. This is perpendicular over hypotenuse square root 3 by perpendicular square root 3 by 2, and base by hypotenuse means 1 by 2, and the tan 60 is perpendicular by base means square root 3 by 1, which will be equals to square root 3. And you know that the inverse of sine is cos 60, so we will write the inverse of square root 3 by 2 into 2 by square root 3. And here secant is the inverse of cos. 1 by 2 will becomes 2 by 1, and cot is inverse of tan. It will becomes 1 by square root 3. Now we will move to the sine 30. In this triangle, now we will discuss the angle 30. If we are going to discuss this, then this side will becomes the base, and the angle side opposite to that angle is perpendicular. So in this, the base is square root 3 and perpendicular is 1. So sine 30 perpendicular over hypotenuse, perpendicular is 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2. Cos 30 is base by hypotenuse square root 3 by 2, and tan 30 is perpendicular by base, means perpendicular is 1 by square root 3, and sine cos 30 is the inverse of the sine, so it will be 2. Secant is the inverse of cos, then it will becomes 2 by square root 3, and cot is the inverse of tan, it will become square root 3. These are the predefined ratios of angle 60 and 30. You must be learned these ratios, then you can easily solve this question. Question number 12 is tan 30 degree. Okay, my dear students, first of all we will take one part from this side, from these two triangles. We will consider only one triangle like this one. Then you will just write the angle 30. Do not focus, no need to write the angle 60, because we are going to find the tan 30. So first of all, this is 1 and this is 2 by applying the Pythagoras theorem. And if you have remembered, then this is very easy for you, that you can write the value of the tan 30. You know that, there is a mistake. This is the square root 3. So the value of tan 30 is equals to perpendicular over base square root 3 by 3. You can check it from this table also. And in your paper you can draw this table at the side of your paper, and then you can draw it easily. And now question number 5 is cos 2 pi by 3. Dear student, cos 2 pi by 3 actually is the LCM of pi minus pi by 3. Okay, like this. We will, first of all, you know that we will check it 2 pi by 3. If this will becomes into second quadrant, so it will be we will draw the triangle, and then we will write 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 means pi minus pi by 3. Cos pi, remember pi means 180. Cos pi equals to 0. No need to write it. So just consider minus cos pi by 3, and pi by 3 is equals to 60. And you know that the value of cos 60 is 1 by 2. According to this method, cos 60 1 by 2. Since there is negative sign, so we can say minus 1 by 2 is the answer. Next part, last part is tan minus 9 pi. Tan minus 9 pi means minus pi minus 8 pi. And 8 pi, this is the multiple of 2 pi, and 2 pi means that we will ignore this one. Just consider tan pi. Tan pi means tan 80. Now you can see, you can observe that this shape. The angle of 180 degrees is here, means minus pi. Angle 180 or minus pi angle is here, and you can see that there is a base is 0 and perpendicular there is some value of base will be 1, 2, 3. Base will be 1 and the perpendicular is 0 because there is no height. So when we will divide any value of base by, we will put 0 by b, means you know that tan means perpendicular over base, and perpendicular is 0 because there is no height. So 0 by base will be equals to 0. So that's why the value of tan minus 9 pi is equals to 0. This is the end of your exercise 7.3.